We always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans. Um, my Florida Gator fans that's lurking around, my Florida State Seminole fans that's lurking around. Miami got the dub. We won. We won. That's all that matters. Right now, Miami is the only team in the United States of these Americas that's 5-0. We 5-0. We the first. We're the first. Now, I really don't want to hear nothing from a Gator or a Seminole because all they gonna do is hate. They gonna hate. They can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. Miami, right now, we 5-0. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. That game last night was in cardiac arrest style. Man, what a freaking finish. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I thought we was gonna get robbed. I thought they was gonna rob us. Plain and simple. Now, obviously, I do believe we should have never been in that predicament to begin with. But that's what happened when you get into ACC play. That's what happened when you're the number 7 team in the country. Every single team we play from here on out is going to give us their absolute best. Unless you're just a dumpster juice like Florida State. And even that dumpster juice is going to give us their absolute best. Everybody's going to want to take a crack at us. And hey, we up for the challenge. Last night, Miami failed. Miami dealt with adversity for the first time this season. Plain and simple. This is the first time this season we went into the third quarter, ending of the third quarter. We was down. We was trailing. At one point, the lead was up to like 10 points. Now, I do believe the moment was too big for Virginia Tech because not only did they had us on the rope, but when you get down in the red zone, you can't put up points. You got like a 4th and 3. You set up to kick a field goal, and then you're doing fake field goals, and then you don't get it. That kind of shows me as a football fan, if you kick the field goal, you're up 13. If you get the first down, so what? You try for a touchdown or whatever, and that's cool. That's cool. But it shows me as a football fan that you're desperate, or the moment is too big for you, and that's exactly what happened to Virginia Tech. The moment was too big for them. They was up by 10, and instead of capitalizing on that, go up by 13, extend the 2-score lead, they decide that they want to, kick a field goal. And they don't want to kick the field goal. They want to run trickery. And boom, Miami stops it. Shout out to Malik Bryan. The young guys stepped up a lot last night. From what I've seen, a lot of the young guys stepped up. The defensive line was a little bit banged up last night. Cramps, knickknacks, injury. We was plagued last night. Silly penalties here and there, not too many, But the first penalty that I thought Miami got robbed. So Jacoby George caught a touchdown in the end zone, tiptoe in the corner, touchdown, boom. Not so fast, my friend. Lee Corso style. Bring it back. Basically, they saying that it was a holding call. Now, when I looked at the replay for the holding, I'm like, what the F? What the F? That's not holding. Come on. So neglect the touchdown. We don't get any point. We don't get the points. Now, had we gotten those points, we would have been up 21-7. 21-7. Would have been up by 14. Momentum would have been totally different. Virginia Tech would have had to play a total different game. They would have been down by 14. Their game plan would have had to change. But nonetheless, it is what it is. We got robbed of that touchdown. That moment is gone. And Virginia Tech, they capitalized off of it. They went and scored on a 55-yard run by their running back. I think his name is something. I forgot his name already. But nonetheless, he go down and scores 14 of 14. And, we got a ball game. This game was very uncomfortable to watch as a Miami Hurricane fan because let's be honest, I was on the impression that, Miami was going to go into this game, was going to win, but was going to win a lot more dominant than that. I'll say that much. I thought we would have at least dominated Virginia Tech or at least played a little bit better than we did. But nonetheless, adversity, adversity, adversity. Virginia Tech is one of those teams that play Miami hard every single time. This is dating all the way back to the Big East. So them coming in the Hard Rock, they had a good quarterback. Hadn't played stellar all year now. Don't get me wrong. Um, they lost to Rutgers. They lost to Vanderbilt. Tough game. Turnover played them, and missed opportunity has played them. And coming into this game, Cam Ward, the hype on him, the Heisman Trophy, ESPN, all everybody's talking about is Miami. So he's got something to prove. Their whole offense and defense got something to prove. Hell, the Florida Gators transfer. The defensive end, I think. The one that has all the sacks and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he showed up last night. He did a thing or two. Got a little bit banged up, but I must say, being the big three, Florida, you guys messed up on that one. I don't know who do the evaluations for Florida, but you guys definitely messed up on that one. That dude was not somebody you're supposed to let out your building. That dude, tremendous game, tremendous game. You got to recognize, you got to see talent for what it is. Florida, you guys slipped up on that one. Y'all should have never let I think his name is Powell something. Y'all should have never let him out of y'all building. But hey, it be like that. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let me go ahead and do a quick roll call. So if you're in here right now, get in the chat and shout out to all y'all. Canes for life, what's good, my boy? Lansing, what's good? Ronald, what's good with you? The VTech coach didn't touch his team. He broke their spirit and gave the game away. Hey, be like that sometimes, man. I'm just glad it wasn't us this time around because we don't give a couple games away ourselves. Matthew in the building. Matthew the Gator. Decision to take the field goal. Yeah, like I said, that guy. The moment was too big for him. Plain and simple. Ant, what's good with you? Island boy, Virginia Tech won that game. T2Y. Dude came down with the ball. Get out of here. Everybody in college football know you got to secure the football all the way down. It can't be moving and wobbling and everything like that. That football was never secured. When he got down, the ball was already underneath his arm. You could have seen it. So stop it. And obviously, they did all. Keep in mind, it was ruled a touchdown on the field before the review. When they reviewed it from all angles, close up and everything, they saw that the ball was never secured on the way down. So quit with the excuses. Quit with the tears. This is not even your team. You're a Seminole fan. Talking about the ball. he had it. Get out of here with that. Come on now. When Don Chaney didn't fumble, I didn't hear the same thing from you guys. I didn't hear it. Plain and simple. Yeah, you couldn't call that catch, quite honestly. Even a Gator fan, Matthew can admit this. And Matthew, I know Matthew since he's been on this channel, he hate the crap out of us. And I know he if he can admit it, you goddamn Seminole fans, man, that's tough. That's tough. The hate for Miami is very real in Tallahassee, especially, that we 5-0. We the only team in the country that's 5-0. And we could brag about it, and y'all can't because y'all lost to Memphis. Y'all laid down for Memphis. Memphis went in wrong. Memphis went in raw dog. Raw dog. That's tough. Rico, what's good with you? Virginia Tech coach. He said Virginia Tech coach lost that game. Why didn't he take the field goal? Yeah, being greedy. He thought that he could, basically stick a dagger in Miami, get the first down, probably get another touchdown, and go up, put the game in out of reach or whatever. Not so fast, my friend. That's tough. Ghostface, hey big dog. Lifelong Cane fan. I was almost 100% sure that those rats were going to give us that call, but I'm glad they did. The U took over. Appreciate that, man. You take over. Sorry. I sat here. I was on the phone with two of my close friends, And I'm watching this thing, and I'm like, man, they finna rob us. They finna rob us. They finna rob us. They finna rob us. And when the call came back and they said Miami won, I was like, oh snap. Oh snap. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now, obviously, there's a lot of people out here that lives and loves to hate on Miami. They're gonna find some kind of narrative to push. Okay, Miami would have lost this game. Ha, the U is a fraud. This is what they do. They win a couple games and then this is what we expect. Not tonight, hater. Hater. Not tonight, hater. Not tonight. Not today. Not today. Now, I know most of those haters that were sitting on the couch watching the game, they was praying on our downfall. They were praying to God. They were praying to Allah. They were praying to the moon, the sun. They were praying to the galaxy. They were They were praying to Buzz Lightyear. They were praying to something. All of them. They were praying to something. Please let Miami lose this game tonight. Sitting on that couch, all of them just sitting on that couch. I'm talking about Florida State, Florida Gators, USF, and UCF. All of them just sitting on the couch watching, like, ooh, Miami finna lose. They finna have a loss just like us. They finna join us in the L columns. Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast. Not this week, hater. Not this week. All your prayers did not come true. God don't like you. God don't like you. Yes, sir. I did see a tweet though by my dog Steve Harris. Now Steve Harris is a Florida Gator fan. He not just a fan, he's a Florida Gator champion because he played for the national championship team in 2006. They won that thing. He reacted to Michael Irvin and those guys on the sideline hyping it up, motivating the players, all up in all the juice, all the excitement. He was like, man, why can't we do this at Florida? Why can't he on the sideline, they be telling them to get back and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, you know what? He absolutely right about that. Mario has embraced our former champions, our former players, and all that. He bring them to the sideline. He let them talk to the team. Because what's the harm? What's harm? What kind of harm is that going to do? We know the former players that come, the guys that's on the side. We know they're not going to tell the players to do nothing stupid. We know they're not going to do nothing but motivate them or probably, point out some of the things that they're doing wrong, or they could probably fix this here or there, or some things that they probably seen in the game, because these are professional guys that they could help point out and say, hey, you got a tendency of doing this. They catching you on that. Tweak this a little bit. Plain and simple. Little stuff like that. This brings me back to when before Manny Diaz had brought Ed Reed on as a chief of staff. There was things on the side that he saw, and he tried to let the players know that, hey, you got tendencies of doing this and that and that. And Manny Diaz probably was shutting it down. When Manny was here, let's just be honest, there weren't too many alumni that could even come on the side of little man syndrome. Basically, Manny had little man syndrome, but now you got champions on the side. You got guys that's been there to the highest level, and they on there. They hyping you up. They pumping you up. They getting you to stay focused. They getting you to breathe in and take in the moment and stuff like that. If you're a Florida Gator or you're a Florida State Seminole, and your coach is not letting these kind of guys on the sideline, something is wrong there. Something is wrong there. It's either some insecurities, like Andrew said, or some people just don't want to be exposed. They might be teaching some things that is BS, plain and simple BS. But let me continue with the roll call. You guys, hitting the chat. Also, guys, hit the like button for me too while you're at it. Please hit the like button. Joe said T2I thought they were going to rob us. Yeah, man. The feeling is mutual, my guy. The feeling is mutual. Let me see. Edward, he had the ball wrestled from him when he went down. He didn't make it all the way down. The ball was already out before he made it to the ground. Before they ruled him down, the ball was already out. It was already underneath his elbow. It was moving the whole time. It was never secured. It was never secured. Now, had the ball not popped out completely when he on the ground and he kept it, then we might have had a different talk. We might have had a different talk because unless his body is out of bounds at that point, then it is what it is. They would have won the game. They would have won the game had he been able to, hold on to the ball when he was on the ground. Because the ball never touched the ground now. He was on the ground, but the ball never touched the ground. So had he not got it popped out all the way and we get it back, then boom, it is what it is. It is what it is. He said Coop had 2,000 plus viewers when Miami was losing. I'm telling you, they hate us. They are preying on our downfall. They are preying on our downfall. Check this out. Haven't you guys noticed in this chat right here, the Florida Gator fans, minus a few that could take the trash talking, like my guy B. Bean and my guy Matthew, how many Gator fans do you guys see in here versus in the beginning of the season when the Gators hadn't played yet? George was in here. Some other ones was in here. As soon as we beat them in dominant fashion, they're gone. Florida State Seminole fans, they used to flood this chat. They damn near took over the chat at one point. Where are they now? They're gone. They're gone. When Miami is winning and they are losing, they know we going to talk our shit. They don't want to hear it. Had Miami lost, this chat right now would be full of Gators and Seminoles, ready to talk. Ready to talk. Some of them might not even hate Miami. They might just hate me, to be honest with you, because I talk a lot of trash. Listen, I'm a man at the end of the day, and I can admit when I'm wrong. Virginia Tech, I owe you guys an apology. I thought we were going to blow y'all out the water. My score prediction was 47-17. I owe y'all an apology. Shout out to my good friend OG. He was right. Virginia Tech was going to play. They were going to come to play. As a matter of fact, everybody we play now and out, they're going to come to play. We got national eyes on us. We a top 10 football team. The U is back according to a lot of sources, a lot of people. So, of course, they want to be the one to conquer us. They want to be that David to our Goliath, plain and simple. Right now, we are Goliath to a lot of these teams, and they want to hit us right in the forehead with that slingshot. It is what it is. It is what it is. But, hey, they going to hate. They going to hate. They going to hate. Now, a lot of them that's saying that, that was a catch, let that would have been Florida State, or let that would have been Gator. Oh, no, that ain't no catch. They would have called it for what it really is. But, hey, man, it'd be like that. We the big dog. We run the state of Florida. Florida fans can't say nothing about that. They already got demolished. Florida State is on the chopping block. They not even looking forward to playing us this year. They not. It is what it is. Canes fan from Baton Rouge, what's going on, my guy? Game was sloppy, but good teams find ways to win. The 2001 team had close games like this. Coach has a lot to work on, especially in the secondary. Yeah, absolutely, my guy. Absolutely. Fresh Prince, what's going on with you? I remember as a kid of 2001 and 2000 season, Virginia Tech simply would not go away. Yeah, Virginia Tech, they play us hard every year. Every year. That's just how it is. You might as well say we a rival at the end of the day, because it's not too many seasons, even since we've been in the ACC and they came in the ACC, that we haven't played. So you might as well say we're a rival at this point, a real rival. Kane Zay, what's good with you, my guy? Good morning. BB and T2I. I thought you'd be live last night. Nah, yesterday was my girl's birthday, so it was either spend time on the internet or spend time with my girl and be in the doghouse. I think I'll stay out the doghouse. But I did watch the game though, but just couldn't be on here. Oh man, I'm kind of glad I wasn't on here last night because y'all probably would have got a lot of material on from T2Y last night. Y'all probably would have got a lot of screen recordings and screenshots and all that other stuff, man. Because I was going nuts at one point. Nah. Well, good morning, D1999. What's good with you? T2Y was good. Jay Freeman was good with you, my guy. Island Boy, what he said. Don't y'all think that because the concern the way y'all played against VT, the only team with a post, y'all have played so far, because y'all definitely ain't played nobody. I'll say this: Virginia Tech defensive line so far has given us the most pressure Cam Ward has seen. If they forced him to make a couple bad decisions, but hey, this is what Heisman candidate type quarterbacks do. When they get in jams, they find their way out of it. I like the way that Cam don't just lay down. He don't let that one moment, get him in a bad mood where he's consistently, effing up basically. He bounced back quick. That's what I like about him. He bounced back quick. Go out there, throw a pick, put it behind him. That drive. We on to this drive. This is a whole new drive. He ain't letting that stay in the mind. We know quarterbacks of the past that played for Miami that given those moments they would have laid down and they would have never recovered. Hell, TVD was throwing damn near 3 picks a game after the first one. So it be like that, man. I watched Coop last night, but I was looking for T2Y. Hey, appreciate that, BB. I know most of y'all be looking for me because I'll be talking a lot of shit. I'll be talking a lot of shit, especially on Twitter too. If y'all think it's a lot of things that I can't really say and do on YouTube like I can because Twitter give you more freedom. But there's a lot of stuff I'll be putting on Twitter, man. Follow me on Twitter. At Hurricane T2Y or at T2Y Hurricane. Y'all can find me on Twitter. James, what's good with you? That was a crap call at the end of the third. There was a lot of messed up calls. Like I said, the one that got me was when we were supposed to be up 21-7. That toe tap touchdown by Jacoby George that got taken away for holding on number 70. And then when I looked at it, I'm like, man, there was no goddamn holding. Even the commentators and everybody was like, where's the holding? I don't see it, but hey, be like that. Roger Allen, what's good with you? Let me see. Billy Jackson, what's good with you? He said Kate is not gonna beat us. We showed last year. Listen, the only way for Miami to play Clemson is if we both meet up in the ACC championship. So right now, I'm not worrying about Clemson. I'm not worrying about what they're doing. Obviously, I'm gonna pay attention to them because it's a possibility that we do meet them in the ACC championship if we make it to the ACC championship. Last night was like a wake-up call to show you that nothing right now is guaranteed. Everybody's going to play us, and hopefully we don't have one of those, moments where we let one get away from us. Because at this point in the game, the ACC is wide open. This is just one game. 7 more to go. We got 7 more to go. Let's secure one game at a time. Cal is on the list. Cal is up next. That's what we're going to focus on. We're not going to focus on Clemson. Obviously, we're going to pay attention to them. We're going to see what they're working with because they are a potential opponent in the ACC championship, but they are not the main focus. Let's keep the main thing like Mario said. And right now, the main thing is we're 1-0 this week, and next week we start back over again. Cal, you're up. Hopefully, we'll be 1-0 next week. That's it. We ain't worried about Clemson, but I feel you. Trust me, I feel you. I'm watching them. A lot of people are giving them a lot of hype now. That first week when they got blowed out by Georgia, a lot of people were like, oh, this Clemson is, whatever. But they've been picking up momentum. They've been playing a lot better. We're just gonna keep a eye on them from a distance. That's it. But right now, we just knocked off Virginia Tech. One of the teams that they told us was a sleeper, was a trap game on a Friday night. They bring back 21 starters, guys that played last year, this, that, and the third. And they probably could have upset us, and it almost happened. But everybody knows almost doesn't count. And right now, Miami is 5-0. We're 1-0 in ACC play, and we're just going to keep the ball rolling. So it is what it is. Virginia Tech, cross them off the list. Let's move on. Cal up next. That's it. we undefeated, baby. Hey, throw them U's up if your team is undefeated. Throw them U's up if your team is undefeated. If Gator fans, if y'all team is undefeated, put the Gators in the chat. Put the little Gator in the chat. Florida State fan, if your team is undefeated, put the shish kebabs in the chat. Put the shish kebabs in the chat. Let me see how this works. Let me see how this goes. If your team is undefeated in 2024, put them U's up in the chat. Put them Gators in the chat and put them shish kebabs. Let me see. I want to see what we get, what we have. Oh my God. Anyway, let me continue rolling through some of these comments. I'm trying not to get too far behind. Yeah, let me see where we at. What up, OG? How you doing, boss? Real, what's good with you? Real deal. Miami showed heart. Michael Irvin got on that ass. Yeah, Michael Irvin, man, very animated. Dude was on the side. Him, Roland Marley, and Trick Daddy and all those guys. They was down there having a good old time. I got a few clips, a few videos to share with you guys a little bit more later on in this chat or whatever. So y'all stay tuned for that. And guys, as you come on in, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. Zay said Pope on Twitter hating like a motherfucker. Hey, if I was Pope, I'd be hating too. My team is gutter juice, and then the Miami Hurricanes are up here just living it up 5-0. We're doing what they're supposed to be doing. We're doing what they're supposed to be doing right now. So if I was a Florida State fan, I'd be hating too. Coming into this season, they said Florida State was going to go undefeated and win the ACC championship and march their way into the playoffs. They had them picked to win and go into the playoffs this season. How's that going? I'd be hating too. If I was a Seminole fan, I'd be hating too. My team is gutter juice, and Miami is just paradise. That's tough. Man. Someone said ACC commissioner called the ref to keep Miami undefeated. Man, tell them all them conspiracy theories that they're going to throw out. Tell them keep them coming. It be like that sometimes. We still here because we know that day come soon. Yeah, Island boy, y'all keep praying on our downfall. Just keep praying. Prayers come true every now and then. Hopefully, it never comes through for y'all this year. Hopefully, while y'all wasting y'all prayers on us falling, the prayers that y'all should have been setting up for y'all team to win, hopefully they fall on. Hopefully, the prayers that y'all want us to lose fall on deaf ear. And then, all them other fans that's praying their team beat y'all, hopefully it happened for them. You know what? Don't you guys play SMU today? Instead of praying that Miami loses, shouldn't y'all be praying that SMU don't horse kick y'all? Hey, that horse kick, that when that horse kick you from the back, when that horse lift that leg up and give you that kick, that shit deadly. That is a deadly kick. Y'all better hope that Mustang don't kick y'all today. Man, today could be a dead Indian walking. Could be a dead Indian walking. Y'all better tell Osceola to stand back. That ain't Renegade. That Mustang ain't Renegade. That be give you that one good kick. Kick your ass from Dallas all the way back to Tallahassee. That's tough. Man, Roger Allen. Cam Ward kept both teams in the game. He played like shit. Yeah, he had a terrible game, man. No denying it. Listen, I'm a Cam Ward fan. And Cam Ward, he took responsibility for all the mess ups that he had, but I ain't gonna hold him against him because we won. I just need to see him do better. He already holding it against himself. I'm just gonna pay attention to what he do after. I'm gonna see where if he's making the same mental mistakes every week, then obviously he didn't learn. But if he comes out next week and these mistakes that he's making, he's not making them, or you see him put in the same situations and he make better decisions, then obviously he's learning. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Shout out to him. I think he got caught up in the moment though, because he was playing against his cousin. Drones is his cousin, so he might have got a little bit of distraction right there. But hey, we won, man. We won. He found a way to do it. Kept calm and cool. Throughout the whole process, he kept it calm and cool. A lot of quarterbacks in those given situations would have panicked. So I got to give him credit there. We need Rivers and Bain back. Bain was out there during pre-warm up, doing little things here and there. I think he'll be back next week. And obviously, if not next week, we got a bye week after Cal. So if not next week, he'll be back after the bye week. So, Bain will be all right. Bain will be all right. Now, obviously, you see Cam Ward. He got the little thing that he do, whatever. I don't know what to call it. But Virginia Tech, man, when it comes to trolling, it's going to happen throughout the game, plain and simple. When Virginia Tech was doing their thing, they were marking the crap out of Cam Ward's little celebration. Caleb Spencer from Miami. Well, transferred from Miami to Virginia Tech. He almost had a pick six. All of them on the side doing the Cam Ward, the celebration, the mockery, and all of that. You know what they say? The man that laughs last, he laughed the best. Throughout the game, throughout that whole 60, y'all was doing all this. Now, when the clock hit 0, you know what Cam Ward could do? Get out of my stadium. Take your ass back to Virginia. Sit on that L. As a matter of fact, let's go have us some turkey for dinner. Man. A lot of Canes were smoking on that Virginia Tech pack last night, that Hokie pack. Hopefully they weren't really smoking, you know what I'm saying? But we smoked on a turkey pack last night. We smoked on a turkey pack. That's tough. Where we at? Aaron, what's good with you? Ronald, what's good with you? Man, Louis, what's good? Cam's a turnover machine. Not really. It happens to the best of them. If you go back to Joe Burrow's year at, his Heisman year, he turned the ball over a couple of times. It'd be like that. You're going to have a game or two where, stuff like this happen. Jaden Daniel had those games last year. It'd be like that sometimes. The fumble, it's a little questionable. But nonetheless, he did fumble. He was trying to get a pass off, didn't quite get it off. They got it back. Okay, cool. The one interception we tried to throw to Restrepo, that was a gift. And, it'd be like that sometimes, man. Cam Moore, I heard that. Stunner Boy, what's good with you? What's good? Tapping in. Game gave me a headache last night, but a win's a win. Yeah. See, this year, normally years and years, I'll tell you guys, in college football, a win's not just a win. But this year, a win is actually a win, to be honest with you. We don't depend on nobody in the ACC right now. We don't depend on nobody's strength of schedule. We just got to win, and win. We win the ACC, guess what? We got an automatic booth to the playoffs. That 1, 2, 3, 4 spots, Miami will be in one of them as long as we win the ACC. We don't need our opponent in the ACC to be strong. We don't need them to be ranked. We don't need no style points from none of them. As long as we win the ACC championship, we're in the playoffs. Now, the only way we depend on them is if we don't win the ACC championship. Then we got to battle with the rest of America on those other spots, those outside of the top four. That's when we depend on them. So hopefully we just win and we control our own destiny. Now, obviously, when you look at our schedule, a lot of teams on there, they haven't played anybody. They haven't looked good. It is what it is. Wake Forest is trash. Syracuse is you can't trust Syracuse. Plain and simple. Florida State, gutter juice, garbage, trash, Basuda, throw them away. Leave them on the curb for the dumpsters to pick up. What else? Who else is on that schedule? Right now, Louisville looks good. Duke is still undefeated, hanging on to that undefeated, barely. So who Georgia Tech up and down. There's really nobody on our schedule that could say, hey, they look great. If we knock them off, we getting star points for them. So I'm glad that we don't depend on none of them. Especially Florida State. Goddamn lost to Memphis. Laid down. But yeah. Outside of not winning the ACC, that's the only time we would depend on our schedule. So keep winning, Miami. Keep winning. That's it. Just keep winning. We got to expose our D-line. Last night it was kind of tough, man. A lot of our defensive line got banged up. They got banged up, plain and simple. Wasn't the best outing that I've seen from this team. Hey, you're going to have games like this. Every team has games like this. As a matter of fact, didn't Georgia beat Kentucky by 1 point? Wasn't it 14-13? You're going to have games like this. Go back to most teams' championship years. They have close games where they had to battle it out. Hopefully this is the only one. But if we do get into some, back and forth with some teams, Louisville to be exact, I could see this kind of game happening in Louisville, and hopefully Miami's on the right end of it like we was last night. It's gonna be some games like this. We're not just gonna, walk through every opponent. We got depth at a lot of positions, but we ain't quite there yet. So what we're doing right now is remarkable. Plain and simple. This is year 3 of Mario. Mario won 5 games the first season. He already got that now. We 5-0. He won 7 games last year. We 2 games away from it. So this year is going to be an improvement regardless. Now, we all got our expectations on how many games we should win. We should win the ACC and all that. Yeah. At the end of the day, still one game at a time. One opponent at a time. Cal is up next. Plain and simple. Cal, hopefully 6-0. The next game and the next game. After Cal, we go on bye week. And then we start the road with Louisville. And then we come back home against Florida State. Those are the two next games that I'm going to pay attention to after Cal. So that bye week, reevaluate the team, see where we at when it comes to, injuries, players available and stuff like that. Who's getting all the meaningful snaps, who's being productive, who's actually, contributing when they're on the field getting those snaps and stuff like that. And we could reevaluate and assess the team. But take your wins. Hey, take your wins. Louis T said Miami's overrated. Well, I don't even want to know what Florida State is right now. If we overrated, I don't know what to say about y'all. 5-0, all that matter. RQ, appreciate that. Hell yeah, you absolutely right, my guy. Marcus in the building. What's good, Marcus? He a mercenary, right? Yeah, of course. Cam's a mercenary. He got 1 year. But hey, Florida State fans, don't tell me nothing about no mercenaries, because I've been telling y'all all these past 2 years about y'all mercenaries, and y'all ain't want to hear it. Now that you ain't got the top notch mercenaries, and you went out and got all them potential pieces out of the portal, Alabama rejects, and yeah, look where you're at now. You should have did what you did all them other years and went out and got the best of the best instead of taking Alabama's rejects. That's tough. Ask Nick Saban why they hit the transfer portal. Maybe he'll tell you. Um, yeah, Mizzou struggled, Georgia struggled. Yeah, man, this is the way the college football is set up right now. You can struggle as long as you win. Just keep winning. Just keep winning. Now, I do say this though, Miami, don't let struggling become a habit. Don't let this become 2017 all over again, where we're cardiac arrest, getting those close wins down to the last minute wins. Let's not get to that point. Let's not get there, because at the end of the day, there's 4 playoff booths. There's the conference champions for the Big 10, Big 12, ACC, and SEC. We don't want to be number 4. We don't want to be the worst out of the Big 4 conference. If we could get into the playoff at a 1 seed, 2 seed, that'll be great. 3 and 4, we just don't want to be 4th, goddamn. We don't want to be the worst conference champion. So let's not make struggle wins a habit. We do not want to be the worst conference champion. I don't want to see Miami be the worst conference champion. Oh man, Utah won the Big 12. They looked dominant. They beat everybody, this, that, and third. Which that ain't the case. I'm just using this as an example. The SEC. Oh, Texas won. They dominated everybody. What else? The Big 10. Let's just throw Penn State out there. Fuck you, Ohio State. Let's just say Penn State won the Big 12, the Big 10. They looked dominant, blah, 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 which they haven't already. But, Miami wins the ACC. Oh, but they struggled. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Get dominant wins, plain and simple. Just get dominant wins. All right, keep it moving. Whoever not seen, Joe, what's good with you? You was in the chat. How about number 24 balled out? Yeah, shout out to Chris Johnson, man. Shout out to him. I thought he was going to break for a return, but, 50-yard line, great field position. I'm just waiting to see him break out. He did have that one run, though, when that hole opened up and he didn't hit it. Oh, man, I was so mad. I ain't going to lie. I was so mad when he didn't hit that hole. That one run play he had over to the over on the right side. Oh, man, I wish he would have hit it. Oh, Malik Bryan. Yeah, Malik Bryan balled out, too. Yeah, number 24 on the defense, number 24 on the offense. They both balled out. But, yeah, Malik came in clutch. Let's just say that. That boy came in clutch, man. Shout out to Malik. That dude came in clutch last night. Let's see. All right, trying to get caught up a little bit with you guys. All right, so let me share a few things with you guys because I did bookmark a few things. Also, you know what? I want some of you guys' thoughts and opinions on the game. Let's do that. I'm gonna put a link in the chat right now. If you're on YouTube, just click the link. It's in the chat. When they ask you to allow mic and camera, obviously allow it. Once you allow it, you can turn the camera off. So make sure you hit allow. But the link is in the chat. For anybody that's watching on Twitter, come on over to YouTube. Go to YouTube, search Big 3 T2Y. If you want to speak, want to say what's on your mind, the link is in the chat. Just click it, and you can come on in and give your thoughts and opinion. But the link is in the chat, guys. I'm gonna let you guys come on in and say what you're seeing, give your thoughts and opinion, pros, cons. What are you looking forward to seeing next week against Cal? What was your thoughts on the game last night? All that good stuff. Obviously, college football will kick off at 12 today. They got some great games. Obviously, the number one talked about game, Alabama versus Georgia. ESPN, y'all marketing team, I got to give it to y'all. Y'all was selling the hell out of that game because I was so goddamn tired of it last night. Watching them, watching the pregame for the Miami versus Virginia Tech game. All y'all talked about was fucking Alabama and Georgia. During our halftime show, all y'all talked about, y'all ain't even talked about what's going on at the Miami game. Y'all just talked about Georgia and freaking Alabama. Now I get it. Those are y'all brand, the SEC, ESPN, the contracts, and all that kind of stuff. So y'all gonna promote the hell out of y'all games. That's cool. That's great. But at halftime, I would have liked to hear some of the stats, some of the stuff that's going on, some of the highlights from the Miami Hurricane and Virginia Tech game. Y'all was shoving Alabama and Georgia down the whole United States of America throat. That's tough. That's tough. Listen, Georgia versus Alabama tonight at 7:30. We all gonna tune in. We all gonna tune in, plain and simple. We want to see. We all want to see it. Oh my God, a Henry Lee spotting is. We spot Henry Lee. This is a rare in 2024. It's rare to see Henry Lee in the chat. Because Florida State right now they got a juice. And in the offseason, Henry Lee told me how they were gonna win all their games. They were gonna dominate. Mike Norvell got the best team. Big Dummy Mario. Big Dummy Mario. Now it's Big Dummy Norvell. Big Dummy Norvell. It wasn't a catch. Why did it take 10 minutes to say it wasn't? They want to make sure they want to take their due time and make sure 100% that they got it right. They got it right. That's all I'm saying. Miami 5-0. Harry, how you feel about that, man? Miami 5-0 and Florida State 1-3. How you feel about that? All off season, Big Dummy Mario. Mike Norvell finna bring these boys back to the playoffs, and we're gonna show America how they were wrong. They got it right. They got us. We were stubbed and all that. I told you. I sat here all off season, and I told you that team that you saw play Georgia, that was your team this year. I told you. I told you so. I pat myself on the shoulder. Yeah, good guy. Good job. Good job, baby. Good job. Let me give myself my flowers for getting all this stuff about Florida State right. Good job, T2Y. Oh, damn, I slapped myself a little too hard now. Yo, oh man, where we at? Anyway, back to our scheduled programming. Share some of this stuff with you guys. Hold on. Kane Zay in the building. Kane Zay, what's good with you, my guy?
What's up, man? Good morning. Good morning.
Man, how you feeling, man?
I feel great, man. It's a great day to be a hurricane.
Definitely is. Definitely is. Oh man. So break down what you saw last night. Pros, cons. How you feeling?
Well, first off, like you said, like you mentioned earlier, you're gonna have games like that where you're gonna struggle. All good teams have that. This is college football. It ain't gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? And as we all know, Kings fans, anytime we get in a game like that, we lose. For them kids to come out and win that game, that just shows the character and all the hard work that's been put in. I mean, you see Michael Irvin on the sideline, an OG King. Like I didn't see him play when he played with us. I just see highlights, but the highlights that I seen him firing up the troops. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like it just gave me chills. Like you gonna have games like that though.
Yeah, I'm glad you say that. As you guys can see on the screen right now, you got Michael Irvin out there. You got Rohan Marley, and you got TWD, Trick Daddy in the building.
Oh man.
We got something. We got something.
You got the Canes out there, man, showing their love. Showing the team some love. Man, that's tough.
I love it, man. Like the city is back out to support this team. Like Trick Daddy and Irvin. Like Cristobal embraces the culture. That's the culture of the Hurricanes right there. Like from a social media standpoint, Trick, and then from on the field, Michael Irvin and Rohan too.
Man. So I do got some other moments when they found out that basically, Miami just won that thing. Man, last night was special. This is what the haters don't want to see. Look at Irvin and Taylor out there. Look at Irvin and Taylor out there. That thing look gold out there, don't it?
Man,
That's a lot of gold out there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there.
that's a beautiful sight,
If you're a
man.
Cavs fan, man, you gotta love this. Moments like this. Who said Hard Rock don't get loud? Who said Hard Rock don't get loud? Listen, fans that went to the game, I loved every bit of it. Last night they showed a lot of scenes from like the top of the stadium, like a drone looking down, and it did not look empty. Especially the first rows, the first, the lower deck did not look empty.
Mm-mm.
That was a good outing for Miami on a Friday night. That was a good outing. A lot of people showed up.
Pack the rock. Pack the rock. They
And-
did what they said they were gonna do, though. They packed that there.
As you guys know, when Miami's winning, they're gonna start showing up. They're gonna start showing up. The fans gonna start showing up. You know what I'm a love at the end of it? There's not one fan.
South Florida with the top
There's not
10
one
win.
fan. There's not one person that can say, "Hey, man, T2Y wasn't here along the way. I was here through the tough times. I was at the Middle Tennessee game. I was here through the tough times.
Oh my God.
I was at 45-3. I've been here through the rough times. The Duke loss. I've been through it all.
Yeah.
So now that the glory days are coming in, oh man, I'm glad this video documented that. Hey, I was a part of this. I've been here through the rough times. I done sat here and told you guys, hey, I'm riding with Mario. I'm giving him 5 years to get his own guys in here, and all that good stuff. So I'm just glad to see everything materializing on the field right now. All this, we got this great team. We got this high recruiting class here, recruiting class there. I'm just glad to see it all coming together on the field. I'm just glad to see that we can fight through adversity. We were down 10 points. A lot of teams fold when they're down double digits.
Yeah.
We fought through and won. We found a way to win. That's what good teams do. So, man, I'm glad they ain't robbed us. That's all I'm gonna say. I keep saying that. I'm glad they didn't rob us.
Man, anybody with eyes can tell that wasn't no touchdown, man. Ain't nobody had possession. At the top,
South
he
Florida
caught
with
it,
the top 10 win.
but coming down, nobody had it.
Watch the ball.
What an
You see the
incredible
ball
finish.
was never secured.
No, the ball
see
is
it.
moving.
You see the ball moving. The ball was never secured.
Never, at no point in time. And I'm saying
looks
that
like
through
we're gonna
whole
get the verdict.
T2I.
After further review, the ruling on the field is reversed. It's an incomplete pass. Complete. Again to go.
It was at this point all the haters got their periods. It was at that point all the haters got their periods.
Yeah, they had the Kevin Hart face.
Tallahassee ran out of maxi pads last night. Gainesville had to call a state of emergency because everybody in Gainesville got their periods last night. That's tough. Go ahead and cry.
South Florida.
Victory for the Kings.
Man,
How
what
you-
a night.
How you like that, Henry Lee?
What a night. Oh Lord. What Henry Lee said. Let's see. You big dummy. It's still rough times. Y'all ain't played nobody. You know what's funny? When we play Florida State and we beat Florida State, they still gonna say y'all ain't played nobody.
Every team,
We all know Florida State ain't nobody.
every team we done played besides Ball State would give Florida State hell. Even FAMU.
Hmm. And you know it's funny. None of the Florida State fans can even contest that. None of them could even contest that. The way they've been playing all year, none of them could contest that. They watching a winning team right now, hating on us, hating on a winning team. That's when you know you up. That's when you know you up, man.
They won't keep him off the field tonight.
Hey, on that fucking shit out. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, there it is.
There it is. G Tech was doing that the whole game too.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a little bit now.
Good shit, baby. We tried to steal one, boy.
Gotta steal one.
Still one.
Oh, gave him that arm. Oh man, don't tell me Mario just gave him that arm.
Steal one, boy.
Don't gave that man that arm. Hold that arm.
Good game, coach. Good game, Dane.
I'm gonna pause it right there so Henry Lee can see what a real coach look like. So Henry Lee can see what a real coach look like. Talking about some Florida State gonna beat y'all ass. Nobody believes you, man. Nobody is buying none of the lies that you told in here.
Get some help.
Talking about some Florida State gonna beat Miami.
You haven't. So
He need to leave that dope alone.
Florida State gonna beat Miami.
A bullshit.
In what world, on what planet? Like, come on, man. Y'all better worry about SMU.
FSU. FSU gonna beat Miami. I just looked at the scoreboard for the Miami and Florida State game, and they say Florida State gonna beat Miami.
That's a fucking lie.
Oh God.
Flag on the play. Cap.
That's tough. Listen, man, if Florida State beat Miami, bro. Plain and simple. We ain't gonna entertain you FSU fans. Winners don't entertain losers, man.
Nah, man.
We shouldn't even be talking about FSU, to be honest with you, because it's kind of redundant to talk about teams that ain't above 500. Them boys underwater right now.
Exactly.
They underwater. Oh my God! Talk about some. Y'all hated on a 13-0 FSU team. Stop living in the past, Henry Lee. Y'all keep coming in here. Oh, y'all Miami Hurricane living in the past. Y'all talk about them dusty rains. I need you to get into 2024 right now.
Exactly. It's a
Nothing,
whole new
ain't
year.
nothing 13-0. There's nothing 13-0 about Florida State this year. None, zilch. Y'all won't probably even get to 500 this season. You probably won't. You probably end up with 2 or 3 wins this year. That's tough. You're already 4 games in. You won 1. The cupcakes of your schedule is almost done, and you only won 1 game. You lost to Memphis, dog. Mike's old team came in here and spanked them. Spanked you. Come on, man. Why? I don't even know why I'm entertaining Florida State on this glorious aftermath of Miami wins.
Got people like Stone coming in the chat talking about they got a chance. You have no chance in hell. I know you watch WWE. Vince McMahon.
Man, that's tough. You know, Florida State fans, keep your head up. You know, keep your head up. Deion played today. Deion played South UCF today. That's gonna be an interesting one. I got some more stuff for y'all. Let me go ahead and get these out the way.
I got them in my parlay.
Oh yeah, all my parlays already messed up. I picked Washington to pull the upset, and they lost to Rutgers by goddamn 2 points.
All game long. Tonight, the world is wondering who we are. We're not wondering. Let's answer a question and make sure they know who the hell we are. We are the Miami Hurricanes, and we're back. All the way back.
God damn it, Michael Irvin. How you gonna beat me to it? How you gonna beat me to it? I was trying to wait until after we win like 7 games to say it, but damn, you don't beat me to it.
You can't get there without these kind of games.
Thank you.
You have to go through this kind of thing to get that ring. You can't get there without going through this kind of thing and coming out on the right end, because then it gives you hope and it gives you confidence that no matter what the score is, we gonna win this game. Tonight was a statement I told this team to the world, but it may even be a statement to your own self, to your own selves. That's right. Because you don't know how great you are, and that kind of fight proves it. I'm so proud of him, man. I've been crying since my eyes red, crying like a proud papa.
That's what
you know what I'm saying? Like a proud papa.
Tears of joy.
Oh my God, man. It was so great, man. Get a picture with you? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike.
Man, absolutely.
Thank you. Hey, my brother. Hey.
The boy said, yeah, can I get a picture with you?
Oh my God. That was service. He was crying. Like, I
The
don't
boy
think
said, we back. Dang, Michael Irvin beat me to it, man. I was waiting till after we 7-0 to be like, yeah, Miami back.
Back, yeah.
I was about to make all these Florida State and Florida Gator haters mad.
Oh my
They
God,
big
bro.
mad right now. They thought they had their opportunity last night. They thought they had it last night. Oh, Miami lose to Virginia Tech. They frauds. Then we knew this was gonna happen. Blah blah blah. We knew they was gonna show and lose and all that. They were waiting last night, boy.
Yeah.
They were waiting. Man.
Bro.
Edge pressure. Ward ducks away.
Man. This play right here had
Talk
me
about
hyped.
it.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. The craziest one I seen was the Restrepo catch on the ground.
On his back, bro.
That one was 4th and 3.
Bro, on his
That
back.
was the game right there. Had he not made that catch, this is a whole different conversation. We lost that game.
Yeah.
We lost that game had Restrepo not made that Berrios type catch.
Dog.
We've seen Berrios make these kind of catches throughout his whole career at Miami. Last night was a reincarnation.
Facts.
When Restrepo caught that, I was like, man, I'm going to need me a Restrepo jersey.
X-Man.
I'm going to need one of those. But this play right here, sheesh.
Heisman moment.
Spencer had him. Ward flips it to Williams.
Get off me. Let's go. Now, that last part when he tried to avoid the tackle, had he not tried to avoid the foot tackle, he probably could have stumbled right into the end zone. But nonetheless, the next play we scored on an easy toss. See, like right there, when Buddy threw himself at him, he could have. If he would have absorbed the hit, he could have went right into the end zone.
Pushed out inside the 5.
Williams, baby. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to these tight ends, man. Tight end you, baby. Tight end you.
We got the best room in the nation.
Big time game, big time plays. Y'all already know the motto. Y'all already know.
Big time players step up in big games, man.
Yes, sir. That was a huge play right there. That was a huge one. Wait, hold on. Let me run through the rest of it.
The improbability of Cam Ward. If there is a trip to New York.
Let me pause it. Now,
oh.
Number two is kicking himself. Had he got the job done right there, that play is dead.
In his future.
Number 29, you next. You up next.
And I gotta believe it is a play.
And that was it. It was a wrap.
That's a playground backyard play. You see how he just flipped it back? That's what you do on the playground, man.
Through all that turmoil, he found a way to get it to his guy.
While he was getting up, he was on the ground.
We watching this right now. We watching greatness in 4K right now. Man, that's tough.
Like this is one that's going to come up over.
There goes another victim. Had he made that play right there, we wouldn't be talking about this.
And over. When you start talking about.
Well, here you go, Coach Go 30. Right there. Pissed down his legs. Got stiff-armed into yesterday and pissed down his leg. We know the moment was too big for you.
Yeah.
Playmaking.
Game-saving tackle right there. I mean, touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah.
But, man, that play right there, whoo. Man, that's tough.
Ability of Cam Ward. Amazing reaction against the pressure that's there. Should have been down twice, and he found a way to get it out of his hands and into Riley Williams, who turns it into a big play for the Hurricanes. Andre,
Let's go. Dummy number 1.
Have been
Get off me.
3 plays.
Oh, Little Timmy Award. Hey, shout out to Coach Hayes. We got a little Timmy. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got us a little Timmy. Little Timmy right here. Number 2 for Virginia Tech. Somebody get this man a little Timmy shirt. Coach Hayes, I'm going to need you to send number 2 right here for Virginia Tech. I'm going to need you to send him a little Timmy t-shirt.
Yeah. There have been 3 plays on this drive. Go back to the 4th down conversion. Restrepo on his backside slips. Ward hits him. Restrepo puts his hands up.
Another little Timmy.
It advances the drive.
So we got some little Timmy awards need to be given out.
What a play.
Number 2 got body slammed by Cam Ward. Man, that's tough. You got quarterbacks out here body slamming defenders. That's tough. Man, Cam, that's tough. But man, hell of a game, man. Hell of a game. Let me pull up the stats from the game real quick. I see somebody said in the chat wanted to see the stats for Elijah Arroyo and them. Let me pull ESPN up.
Arroyo looked like an NFL tight end. Like the man is so fluent when he catches the ball. Like I'm trying to
And
remember who he remind me of.
And shout out to McCormick,
Oh
our
yeah,
9 year senior. Shout out to him too. He had the game winning touchdown.
old man Cam.
I think he had the game winning touchdown. Was him the last one that scored? I think he was.
Either that or Brown. It was one of them.
Oh yeah, the game should be at the bottom because we already played. We got some good games today though. We got some good games to watch today. Today feel like a college football Saturday because my team's already won. We already 5-0. The only team in the country that's 5-0, by the way. And we get to sit back and watch the rest of the country with no stress.
No stress.
None whatsoever. So
that Georgia Alabama game, though, they're gonna feed family.
I got Alabama for the win.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying they got Georgia. Georgia's the favorite. I think Alabama gonna get them. I think Alabama gonna win that game. Let's go to box scores so we can see the stats.
I was leaning towards Georgia just because that ain't Saban's Alabama. That ain't Saban. He ain't over there. So.
Not the best night for Cam Ward, but still a good night. Threw 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Had a quarterback rating of 89.4. So even on a bad night, it still turned out pretty good. 24 for 38 for 343 yards. That's 5 games in a row Cam Ward has thrown for over 300 yards. That's right now he's doing legendary things at Miami in just the first 5 games. Now, running the ball was kind of tough last night, but Damian Martinez found a way to get some yards. We've been having a lot of issues running the ball as of lately. Not just, I don't know if it's the line. Sometimes you see the gaps that the running backs do miss. But last night, we pulled through. Run game came in clutch when it needed it. Cam Ward ran 10 times for 57 yards and a touchdown. Damian Martinez ran 14 times for 60. Mark Fletcher 5 for 24. I'm at 22. Chris Johnson had 1 run for 24 yards. And Jordan Lyle had 2 for 2. Receiving wise, Elijah Arroyo 2 catches, 88 yards, and 1 touchdown. Restrepo 5 catches, 60 yards, no touchdown. Jacoby George 4 catches, 59 yards, 1 touchdown. Should be 2. Should have been two touchdowns for Jacoby George, but I digress. 3 catches, 34 yards for Isaiah Horton and a touchdown. And obviously Cam McCormick had 1 catch for 6 yards for a touchdown. So four TDs by Cam Ward last night. Cam did fumble the ball that one time, and he did throw the 2 picks. Now, individuals on the defensive side, Wesley Bissett had 3 solos. Richard had 6. Elijah Austin, he had 4. Hill had 3. Malik Bryan had 1. That 1 was very clutch, but it did have a lot of others assists, if you may say.
That boy played last night, Malik. He played.
Bryan brought out, especially for a freshman, man. But defensive line was a little banged up last night, but they got the job done, man.
That's that depth, man. That depth come in handy.
Cam Ward with the pick 6 saver, because he put a nice little hit on Buddy.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, our quarterback can hit. Our quarterback can hit. But you know what's even better? When you look at the side over here where it says 2024 ACC standings, and I look at the top, and I don't have to go no further because it's Miami. Miami is at the top of the list. They're 5-0. I don't have to go no further.
Feels good, man. Feels real good.
Now, Florida State was at the bottom, but they moved up because Duke hasn't played an ACC game yet. Pitt hasn't played one. North Carolina hasn't played one. Oh, Florida State and SMU will take on each other today. So obviously, you got teams like, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, NC State, and Cal. They only played one game and they lost. So Florida State, don't get hyped because y'all 1-2. Those other teams, there's 4 other teams that hasn't played an ACC game yet. So once they win, y'all will fall right back down to the bottom. That's tough. Especially if SMU beat Florida State today, Florida State will be sitting at 3 ACC losses.
Damn.
So they'll be at the bottom of the bottom.
Damn.
That's tough. Man, that's tough. Yeah, but let's talk about Drone for Virginia Tech yesterday. He was 19 for 33, 189 yard, 2 touchdown, 1 interception. Quarterback rating of 83.6. Peter Moore had one throw for -1 yards. That would stay back up. Now they running back wise. They running back. I told you guys I had to give him props. He did his thing. He ran for 141 yards on us on 19 carries and a touchdown. Drone himself ran 9 times for 52 yards, and the other guy had one run for 20 yards and a touchdown. So they put up 206 yards on us on the ground. And we still found a way to win, baby. Miami only had 165 rushing yards. But obviously, passing-wise, that was where we killed them at. We had 343 yards to their 188. So
Slicing and dicing.
Yeah, man. Like I said, special shout out to Caleb Spencer. Miami originally brought him in at safety. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out for him here. Found himself at Virginia Tech. He got an interception, almost pick 6. Miami won the game, so congratulations to him. Thank you for not taking it back all the way. Could have made that game a lot harder than it should be.
What? Hell, we need that.
When you look at game status, when you look at the stats, Virginia Tech had a total of 394 yards, just 6 shy of 400. Miami had 508 yards. Miami also had 3 turnovers to their 1. So they won the turnover battle. We just, found ways to overcome it. First downs was slap dab, almost even. Miami edged them out by 1 more first down. They had 23 first downs. Miami had 24. So this is how even this game was on the first down basis. Also, time of possession, Miami won that 33 minutes and 42 seconds to their 26 and 18 seconds. So we won the time of possession. So, great game, great Friday night action. I actually need to look up the ratings on that game, the views on that game, because that definitely was a must-see. That definitely came down to the end. I know a lot of people tuned in. Now, Miami did not cover the spread, obviously. The spread was 17.5. The over and under definitely went over. The over and under was at 55.5. Clearly, both teams scored over 30. So, definitely not that over out of the park. So if you're a betting man and you pick Miami and Virginia Tech to score over 55.5, you definitely hit. But if you took Miami to cover 17.5, you definitely lost. Mm-hmm. Now, if you took Virginia Tech to cover the 17.5, well, you won. So, I was shocked to see how, close this game was. I thought Miami would have won in a little bit more of a dominant fashion. But nonetheless, games like this happen. Sometimes you get caught by surprise. They lost to Rutgers. They lost to Vanderbilt. But when you watch those games, they line of scrimmage didn't do pretty well. This time around, they showed up against Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the mental mistakes that they made against Vanderbilt and they made against Rutgers, they didn't make them against Miami. They still made a lot of mistakes, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't as they recovered better against Miami than they did those other teams. I think Miami just mean more to them.
And they should have never went for that fake field goal. That kind of messed them up.
Yeah,
I'm glad they did.
Glad they did. So obviously, first quarter, Miami won that one. Second quarter, we lost that. We totally lost that one. They scored 17 to our 3. But the fourth quarter is where we nailed them 7 to 14. That's where it all mattered. That's where it all came down to it. Great game, Virginia Tech Hokies. Y'all earned a little bit of respect last night. I can't even lie to you.
Yeah.
Can't even lie to you. Miami need to clean up some of the missed tackles, some techniques. There's a lot to go into this week, but they can't dwell on it. Got to move on to Cal. Got to prep for Cal. Got to go in film room, look at stuff they could do better. Stuff that they could dial up better, execute better. Cam already said it. I think I could have sworn I had his interview. I could have sworn I had his interview for you guys because he did an interview on the field last night after the game. I could have sworn I had it queued up for you guys, but nonetheless. Man, but hey, great win, man. What you feeling about, going into the game against Cal?
Well, they definitely gotta clean up some things on defense. They gotta get healthy, rest up. I believe Bain should come back this game. Like once he come back, I think that defense will look how it's supposed to look.
We definitely need them.
Yeah.
Let's see this segment real quick because I just put it on. Let's see what they're talking about. This was shared by Kirk Herbstreit. Well, let's see. Let's see what he had to say.
Right hand, but that was not a holding call.
Oh, so he said the same thing I said. That was not a holding.
Yeah, he sold it though.
There go the catch right now. That's the kick I'm talking about. That's the game saver.
Restrepo making the catch from his booty. That's when you know it's your night. When you make a catch like that was incredible. If not that, then this.
Yeah, there's a special moment. Cam Ward having a special
Absolutely, bro.
Especially, it's a 3-point game.
Same drive, too.
Yeah.
Riley Williams takes it to the doorstep. And then, that was Michael Irvin. The playmaker. Absolutely. But wait, this Virginia Tech's not done. Yes. Into the end zone.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe it was that close.
He caught it. What? He called it a touchdown.
I can't believe it was that close.
No, the ball's moving. The ball's moving. No, you can't even see the ball.
The ball is moving, baby.
It's never secure. It was never secure. After replay review, they called it a touchdown on the field. Replay review and a statement from the ACC said that during the catch, when the ball came dislodged momentarily, a Miami player who was out of bounds touched it into the play. That was the call. Well, I don't know if it's inconclusive.
His foot was down. He was laying, had possession of the ball. Then it got dislodged.
It survived the ground.
If I were he survived. He was laying on the ground.
How about them overturning that, too?
That's the problem. Like, they would call the touchdown on the
whatever
field.
The field is,
that was
the problem. I don't know how you flip that.
Look at all these haters.
Uh-huh.
Look at all these haters. You see the GOAT ain't saying nothing. You see the GOAT ain't saying nothing because he know real football.
Yeah, he know what time it is.
I wouldn't. You know what? Before I give him any credit, I want to see the rest of this segment. Because if he says something, I'm going to have to take all that back. Yeah, man. Hey, that's tough. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm on your side right now. Don't play with me.
Ain't
Don't play with me, boy.
it?
Man, that's tough. Oh, yeah. Cam Ward. That's tough.
I feel like we can run the ball on Cal a little bit because they got ran on by FSU. So we got better backs, better linemen.
Yeah, this is the one I wanted to talk about. The ACC. So Cam spoke.
Okay.
Welcome in one of the heroes of the game, Cam Ward. Have yourself a day. I'm not sure, Cam, how much breathing you've been able to do and just to process this victory, but congrats on a thrilling win. Cam, speak about the resiliency and grit that you were able to see from your team tonight. Walk me through just what you were able to witness as that final seconds were unfolding with your cousin Kyron Drones.
It was good. It's about time we got one of them games. Both sides of the ball came with it. I gave up a couple points. But I got to say, to play the game, go to my boy X. When that boy Phil still caught the ball. When that boy Zay, when I got hit on the throw and he came and secured the catch on the 50. So those two guys, they showed up. Both sides of the ball showed up. We went in the locker room at halftime, had a conversation, and, the rest is business.
You talk about Xavier Restrepo right there. That was the 4th and 3 on the game-winning touchdown drive. When you released that ball, walk us through what you saw in terms of what the receiver was doing and then what you saw as that ball was in the air.
We ran a little return route. It worked for us in the first half, so we knew it was going to work again. But I seen that he slipped out of my throw, so I kind of lofted it a little bit. I didn't drill on him. And, he made plays like that in practice. I mean, that play right there, that wasn't nothing what he made in practice. So, I just do my job. I put the ball in play, but I got to be better protecting the ball next week.
Cam, I love you giving a shout out to your boy X, but how about that play that you hooked up with Riley Williams? Walk us through that as you shedded 2 defenders and then tossed it out to him out of a moment of desperation.
That's just all God. He put me in this position. I'm the best player in the country. I'm humbly saying that, and I'm confident saying that. I put myself in a situation like this. That's why I came to Miami.
All the FSU fans and all the Florida fans have threw their hands up and put their hand on their head. Like, what the niggas just said?
I'm the best player in the country.
That man said, I'm the best player in the country, and I'm humbly saying that.
T2Y.
And I'm humbly saying that.
We got a quarterback.
Florida State fans, listen up. He's the best player in the country, and he's humbly saying that. He's humbly saying that. Y'all better get with the program.
To play with a good offense and a good defense, and both sides of the ball showed up today.
I'm not sure if you know this, Cam, but Patrick Mahomes tweeted out after that play, that was a crazy play. What's your reaction to that?
Appreciate that, Patty Milk. I got his Texas boys.
Cam, you say you're the best player in the country. A lot of people agree with you. From your perspective, why are you the best player in the country?
Just the work that I put in individually. Also the work that we put in as a team. Me and the White House, we watching tape every week. We watching games twice, 3 times over and over in the film room. So, Coach Dawson and the whole staff, offense staff, they put the offense in the best situation to get successful. And we just showed up when it meant the most. We went through a low myself, having a fumble on the first drive. They're throwing 2 books. So I got to clean that up in the field room. I knew what they're going to do. On the first book, I threw it inside, got to lead that outside his back shoulder. And the second one, I knew the corner's going to fall off like they show on film, but I didn't throw a good ball. So, that's stuff that I can correct on myself. But at the end of the day, we stopped ourselves on offense. But it's a good thing because we know we got more games to go prove, to ourselves. And, it's just a better opportunity that we get next week to go to Cal and try to get a win.
Cam, last one here before we let you go. As they call a touchdown on the field in the final seconds, what are you doing as you wait for the refs to review that play? Are you praying or are you just taking a second to breathe? What is that process like?
That was pain, man. But I seen it. I was like, somebody got to be out of bounds. But I'm just happy, defense stepped up, made a play. They put Zay Horde out there to knock the ball down. They came up big for us, and I'm just glad we got the win.
Hey, man, go ahead and do your thing and go celebrate with your teammates.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
A phenomenal.
That boy said that was pain. That was pain, bro. Trust me, as a fan, as long as that review took, man, I swear to God, we was going to get robbed. I swear. I feel just the way he did. That was some pain right there.
But I'm like, don't do it to us again. Like, come on, man.
I thought they were finna rob us. Straight rob.
He said he the best player in the country, and he humbly say that. That means bring it on.
Yeah, Jackson Dart. You heard that? You heard that, Jackson Dart? Jackson Dart. I know you heard that. I know you heard that. Man, shout out to Jackson Dart, man. But we got our guy.
We can't wait till our guy. Well, wait till we play FSU, boy. We gonna dog walk their ass.
Man, that's
respectfully,
tough.
Unrespectfully, whatever.
Man, that boy came down here and got whooped by his cousin. You know how you go to your cousin's house, y'all always have those sibling rivalries. Every now and then you probably fight. Yeah, you got whooped by your cousin. Got whooped by your cousin. Hold on. We got some more footage from the field. I like getting to see footages like this.
I know that's that raw emotion on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, my boy Miles Moon-Young. Shout out to my boy Miles Moon-Young. That's what's up. That gotta suck. That gotta suck, man. For you to be the cousin that lost. Man, Virginia Tech would have had them a glorious time, a glorious story had they won that game last night. With all that, with all the ups and downs they had in their program, and for them to go on the road and get a win like that, that would have been tough. That would have been a tough storyline for them. But hey, man, that Virginia Tech pack has been smoked. We rolling up a cow.
Cal Golden Bears.
We are rolling up a cow. But hey, man, college football game day. I'm about to go, check out some of that, see what's going on, get ready for the rest of the games today. Go hug and kiss and cuddle up with my girl and stuff until the games come on. Once the game come on, I'm tuned in all the way. So I'll get on the next one. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in, hitting the like button, hitting the follow on Twitter, all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all a lot. Go Canes. We 5-0, and don't let nobody else tell you otherwise.
That part.
See y'all on the next one.
All right, T2. I'll be safe, bro.